Okay, this time we'll be drawing the shear and moment diagram using the graphical method. Okay, nilagay ko lang dito yung parang basis natin sa or mas yung graphical method mas kilala sa tawag na area method. Okay? Kasi ang kukunin natin to determine the kunyari shear at the specific point, all we have to do is we need to calculate the shear at the previous point. Let's say considering point B. To determine the shear at point B, kailangan mo munang kunin yung shear sa A and then just add or subtract depending on the direction of the load. Add or subtract the load, the total load on that segment to determine the shear at B. Okay, para may ganun natin mamaya, we'll be having calculations. Okay, so the first step in the graphical method, of course, is to determine the reactions. So, una gagawin natin ito, simply supported to, determinate. Kunin lang muna natin yung reaction dito. Okay, let's say we call this as reaction at B. So, calculate natin yung reaction at B. Ito naman, reaction sa C. Okay, let's say EY. And then, ito naman, okay, BY. Wala nang, hindi na natin lalagay yung X dito kasi wala na mga horizontal forces. Okay, so yun lang. And then, gagawin natin is, how will you determine yung vertical reactions? So, para makuha mo yung vertical reactions, ang gawin mo na lang, mag-moment ka dito sa may E, and then para makuha mo yung BY. Okay, before that, kunin ko muna yung resultant ng mga to. Okay, yung mga load na to, para mas madaling mag-calculate mamaya. Okay, that is 10 times 20, 10 times 20, 10 times 2, that will give you 20 kilonewton. And ito naman, triangular load, let's say nandito yung resultant niya. So, 1/2 base times height, 1/2, 4 times 12, 48, 24 to. 24 kilonewton. Okay? So, yun, pwede na tayo mag-calculate ng reactions. So, support reaction, step 1, it will be support, lagay ko na lang dito, support reactions. Okay, in the support reactions, kakalculate natin yung, okay, let's start with BY. Moment tayo. So, magmo-moment tayo ngayon. Summation moment at E is equal to 0. So, pag nag-moment tayo sa E, 100 lang. So, summation moment at E. So, we have BY, yung unknown, multiplied by 246. Okay, moment arm is 6. Okay, assumption ko dito is lahat ng clockwise rotation, positive. Ito, itong 20, we have minus 20. And then, ang resultant niyan, so from this point, 246, kalahati naman. So, 7. Okay, 7. Next, we have ano pang next? Itong 50. Okay, ang rotation niya is counterclockwise. So, minus 50 yan, concentrated moment. And then, itong 100, yung rotation niya with respect to E is counterclockwise din. So, negative din yon. So, 100 times 2. Ito naman, clockwise. So, positive. So, plus 24. And then, ang moment arm, kung 4 to, so, nasa 2/3. 2/3. Ito, ilagay ko lang yung distance nito. 2/3 of 4 or 8/3. So, nasa 8/3 to. And then, equate that to 0. So, ang BY mo ngayon, okay, calculate lang natin. Labas ko lang yung calculator ko. Okay. Calculator. O, dito na lang. So, we have negative mode. Isang unknown lang to. So, kung transpose mo lahat yan, so we have 20. Negative 20 times 7 minus 50 okay, minus 100 times 2 plus 24 times 8 over 3. Okay. So, yan. Then, i-transpose ko yan. Magiging negative. Ay, positive. And then, divide mo by 6. Okay. So, ang sagot dyan is 54.33 kilonewton. And then, we'll take moment ulit sa mag-moment ka ulit sa may point B para ma-solve mo naman yung EY is equal to 0. Again, clockwise positive. So, ang unknown dito, ang EY, so negative EY divide by 6. Then, ito, ang rotation niya sa B, yung itong 20 kilonewton na resultant is negative also. Negative 20 multiplied by 1. And then, itong 50, ang rotation niya with respect to B is counterclockwise din. So, negative 50. And then, itong 100 multiplied by 4. And then, yung 24 na resultant. So, 24 times, kung 8 over 3 to, so, 6. So, ito 26 over 3. Okay, and then equate that to 0. Wala na. So, meron solve na natin ngayon yung EY. Okay, kailangan ma-solve na tama yung mga reactions kasi magdedepende yan. Kapag mali na yung reaction mo, mali na rin yung shear and moment diagram mo. Kaya kailangan mong i-check ng mabuti yung mga reactions. Okay, so we have negative 20. Okay, negative 20 minus 50. Okay, plus 100 times 4. And then, plus 24 times 26 over 3. Then, equate mo yan. And then, divided by 6. So, yun. Mayroon tayong 89.67 kilonewton. So, kung mag-check ka, dapat ang total nito, so, yung total reaction should be equal to the total load. O static check lang tayo. Check natin. So, total reaction should be equal to total load. So, yung reaction natin, we have 54.33 plus 89.67 is equal to the total load. Vertical loads, we have 20 plus 24 plus 100. So, i-total lang natin to. So, ito 144. Okay? Ang total nito is 144. So, dapat ito rin, total nito, dapat 144 din. So, 54.33 plus 89.67. Ayun, 144. So, okay na yan. So, yun, pwede na tayong mag-shear and moment diagram. Okay. Gawa lang ako ng linya dito. Let's say ito yung line ko for yun. Ito na lang. So, dyan ko drawing yung so, let's start with ganun pa rin. Kailangan natin makuha yung shear sa mga discontinuity points. So, ano ba yung mga discontinuity points? Yung lalagyan ko ng green, yung mga discontinuity points. Yung A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, just ganun din sa discontinuity points, sa shear diagram, pag meron tayong concentrated load at that specific discontinuity points, meron tayong dalawang value ng shear doon. Yung shear left and shear right. Okay, kunyari dito sa may D, meron tayong concentrated load. So, magkaiba yung shear sa left ng D and then yung right ng D. Okay? Ganun din sa mga reactions. Ito. Okay, so let's start with shear. Yung shear sa A, Okay? Since wala pang load, A left. Okay. Yung, punta tayo sa shear. Okay, so we have VA is equal to 0 kasi dyan tayo mag-start. And then VB, yung VB is yung shear sa previous point which is 0. Okay, plus or minus. Minus natin kasi negative yon. So, negative yung area ng load. Yung area na yan is actually the resultant load na 20. So, minus 20. So, equals negative 20 kilonewton. Yun. Yun yung shear sa B. Since ito, meron tayong concentrated load, yung makukuha natin ditong VB is actually the left section. And then, paano mo na-solve yung VB right? Yung VB right naman is shear from the previous point which is negative 20 plus dagdag natin yung concentrated load dito. Okay, pataas to. Kung pababa sana, negative. Pero ito pataas kasi plus yung reaction or yung reaction na BY which is 54.33. So, makukuha na natin yung VB right. So, yung VB right, we have negative 20, okay, plus 54.33. So, 34.33 kilonewton naman to. Yun. Next, yung C. Okay, VC. Yung VC natin, walang walang load between VC. Okay, so kung walang load, ibig sabihin ito constant. Wala naman tayong dadagdag eh. Okay, the shear from the previous point, which is 34.33, and then wala na. So, wala tayong dagdag. Plus 0. So, ito magiging 34.33 lang din. Okay, kilonewton. Next, we have VD. Okay, left. Kasi may concentrated load tayo. Okay, we have the shear from the previous point, which is 34.33. Walang load between CD. So, plus 0 lang din to. Okay, or yun na mismo, kilonewton. And then, yung VD right, VD right will be the shear from the previous point, which is ito, 34.33. Doon pababa, 100. So, minus 100 kilonewton. So, ano yung magiging sagot dyan? So, 34.33 minus 100. Yun. So, negative 65.67 kilonewton. Next, yung VE. Again, dalawa yung shear doon. So, ito, VE left. Yung left natin, shear left, is the shear from the previous point, which is ito, negative 65.67. And then, plus, kasi pataas yung reaction, yung ganun doon. Ay, wala pala. Constant yung load. Wala tayong load dito eh. Sorry. Mali. Balik. Shear from the previous point pala. So, E left, yung ito pala yung left na kino-consider natin. Shear from the previous point, since walang load between DE, yung E left natin will be negative 65.67 pa rin. Okay? So, negative 65.67. Okay, next, yung VE right. Okay, VE right is the shear from the previous point, which is 65.67. And then plus yung EY na 89.67. 89.67. So, ano yung magiging sagot? So, negative 65. Negative 65.67. Okay, plus 89.67. Yun, 24. So, positive 24 kilonewton. And then next, VF. Okay? VF. Walang ibang load doon. So, shear from the previous point, which is 24. Okay? Minus natin to. Okay? Yung total load. Okay? Minus 24. So, equals 0. So, dapat 0 yung shear dito. Start and end, dapat mag-0. Okay? Okay. So, pa-plot natin ngayon yan. Yung shear diagram natin. Okay, V diagram natin, let's say kilonewton to. Yan. Let's start with 0. So, dito tayo mag-end. Start, 0. And then, ano ba yung next point? Left. Ito, 20. Negative 20. So, let's say, nandito yung negative 20. Okay, negative 20. And then, right, 34.33. So, let's say that dito yung 34.33. And then, yung C, 34.33 hanggang dito sa D. So, 34.33. Lagay ko na lang dito. Ito rin, 34.33 din to. And then, yung D right is negative 65.67. Dito yon sa baba. Okay, 65. So, gawin ko na lang dito. So, negative 65.67. Then, dito rin, 65.67 din. Constant. So, negative 65.67. Next, E right. Okay, 24. So, positive. 24. And then, 0 dito. Yun. So, paano mo ngayon i-connect yan? So, meron ka ng points. Ang gawin mo na lang, i-connect yung mga points mo. Okay, paano natin? So, eto, kung horizontal first degree or line to, yung shear diagram mo is first degree. Okay? Okay, 0 degree to na load, uniform kasi. So, 0 degree, yung shear diagram mo will be first degree. Ano ba yung first degree? Line lang yon. Okay, so connect natin ito through a line. Yon. So, let's say, and then, when there's a presence of load, okay, concentrated load, yung connecting at point on, i-vertical natin, will be done by connecting a vertical line. So, ito yon. Yan. And then, ito, kung walang load in between, it will be, the shear diagram can be connected using a horizontal line. Okay? Okay? And then, ito sa right naman, ito i-connect din natin through a vertical line. Ito rin, horizontal line. And then, ito, vertical line. Okay, how about itong E to F? Paano natin i-connect yan? So, i-connect natin yan. Since ito first degree, the curve or the shear diagram will be second degree. Okay, second degree. So, i-connect natin yan through a curve na second degree. Okay, ganito ngayon yung curve natin. Yan. It's actually a parabola. Yan. Yan yung shear diagram natin. Okay, so, yun. Yan. Now, para mas mapabilis yung moment diagram natin, kunin na lang muna natin yung area. Okay? Let's say ito yung area nito. Okay, area 1. Okay, area 2, ito. Area 3, gawin natin 3 yan, 4, and then 5. Okay, mas mapabilis. O hindi nyo na, ito mga ganun, hindi mo nyo na kailangang isulat later on sa solutions nyo. Okay, paano natin kunin yung area 1? Ito, section 1. So, triangle lang triangle yan, 1/2 base times height. So, this will be, yung area nito is 20. Tama? Kasi ito 1/2 base times height. So, hindi mo naman na siguro kailangan i-calculate to. Ito naman yung area 2, yung area, ilagay ko na lang dito. Yung area niyan is base times height. Ang base natin is 2. Ito naman 34.33. So, magiging 68.66. 34. Verify lang natin. Mahirap na. So, we have 34.33 times 2. So, 68.66. 68.66. Ito rin, 68.66 din. 66. And then, ito, yung area niyan, $65.67 times 2. 131.34. Okay. Ito naman, okay, paano natin kukunin yung area 5? Yung area 5, tingnan mo, punta tayo dito. So, we have here a general spandrel. Okay. So, ito, kapag pinagsama mo to, ito yung segment, parabolic segment. Ito naman, parabolic spandrel. Spandrel. And then, parabolic segment naman to. Pag pinagsama mo yan, parang meron kang rectangle. Ang formula nito is base times height. Now, yung spandrel, ang formula niyan is 1/3 base times height. And then, yung parabolic segment naman is 2/3 base times height. Pag pinagsama mo itong area nito, is area of actually ng rectangular area. Yon. So, eto, tingnan mo lang kung anong shape siya. Okay, nandito yung 0. So, ito yung 0. Okay, so, andito yung vertex ng parabola. Okay, yung vertex ng parabola, okay, let's say, ganun ko dito. Kumbaga, ito yung spandrel, tama? Ito yung spandrel na nabuo natin. Okay, yung spandrel, yun yung itong gagamitin natin. Para makuha mo itong area 5, ang gagawin mo na lang is area ng rectangle minus area ng spandrel. Okay, so ano ba yung area ng rectangle? So, we have 4 times 24. So, we have 4 times 24 minus yung area ng spandrel, which is 1/3 base times height. Ano bang 1/3 base times height? 24 times 4. So, yung area 5 is 64. Okay. Pwede mo rin gamitin to. Ito, parehas lang din yung sagot. Kasi ito is spandrel na eh. Parabolic segment eh. Yung na-shade ng yellow. Itong point na to. So, parehas lang yan yung sagot. So, we have 2/3 base. Ano yung base natin? Which is 4. Ang height is 24. Okay, 64. Parehas lang. Okay, so pag meron ka na yung area, ang gagawin mo na lang is para makuha natin yung moment. So, we have moment, let's say A is equal to 0 kasi overhang yon. Yung moment B is yung moment from the previous point plus yung area ng shear diagram. Plus or minus. Ito, negative kasi. So, negative area to. Negative, specify ko lang yung mga positive. So, negative. So, minus 20. So, yung moment sa B is negative 20 kilonewton meter. Now, how about yung MC? Yung moment sa C naman, okay, take note, meron tayong concentrated moment. So, meron tayong C left, moment C left, and then moment C right. So, the shear from, the moment from the previous point, which is 20, okay, negative 20, plus yung area, plus or minus yung area ng shear diagram from the previous point to the point of na gusto natin kunin yung moment. So, ito is 68.66. So, plus positive area yon 68.66. So, calculate lang natin. So, we have negative 20. Excuse me. So, negative 20 plus 68.66. So, 48.66. 48.66 kilonewton meter. And then, dito na lang. MC right is the shear moment from the previous point. We have 48.66 plus or minus yung concentrated. Ito clockwise. Ay, counterclockwise. So, negative 50. So, minus 50 is equal to, so, ito minus 50. So, negative 1.34. Okay, kilonewton meter. And then, yung moment D. Okay, yung moment D, walang concentrated moment doon. So, isa lang yung moment. Moment D is yung moment from the previous point. Okay, plus or minus. MB. Wait lang, check natin. MA. Ito, 0. And then, para makuha yung MB, MC left is negative 20 plus. And then, MC right, ito. Okay, MD na tayo. So, MD, negative 1.34. Okay, plus natin, kasi positive yung shear dito, plus yung area nito, nung section 3. So, 68.66. So, equals. So, we have negative 1 plus, i-plus natin to 68.66. Yun. So, meron tayong 67, okay, 0.32 kilonewton meter, positive. And then, ME. Okay, we have ME, the moment from the previous point, 67.32, minus, ito yon, yung area ng shear from that minus 131.34, then equals 0, equals, and then minus 131.34. So yun, negative 64.02 kilonewton meter. And then yung last, okay, moment sa F is yung moment from the previous point, which is negative 64.02, and then yung plus area, so plus 64. So may margin of error tayo na 0.02, pero okay lang yon. Okay, sa rounding kasi yon. Ito 33. So, sa mga decimal, pero okay na to. So at least equate ko na lang, tanggapin na lang natin na 0 yan. Okay, pero may margin, pero okay lang yon, sa siguro sa rounding tayo. Okay, so paano naman natin ngayon i-drawing yung moment diagram? Okay, meron ka ng point. Ang gagawin mo na lang is to plot that points. So, ipa-plot natin. Let's say ito yung M. Okay, M diagram. Ang unit nito is kilonewton meter. So, start tayo sa 0. And then, negative 20. So, negative 20. Next point is 48.66. Positive. Okay. Let's say, nandito na lang. 48.66. And then, 48. Okay. Sana tayo sa may C. Okay. Negative 1.34. Let's say, nandito nung sobrang liit. Negative 1.34. And then, 67.32. Positive. Hindi. C right pala yun. Sorry. Back. Dito pala yan. C right. Kasi nandito yan. So, negative 1.34. Sobrang liit. 1.34 and then 67.32. Si 67.32 to. And then negative 64, yung E, negative 64.02. 64. Halos parehas lang. So 64.02 and then 0 dito. Yun. Connect mo na ngayon yan. Okay, yung shear diagram natin first degree. So, para dito, magiging second degree ngayon. Okay, paano natin yung second degree? So, i-connect natin siya by a curve. Yun. Yan. And then, ito, first degree, 0 degree. Yung next, i-connect natin to by first degree. Okay, or a line. Oh, naging curve naman. line. Yun. And then, ito, since may concentrated dito, it will be connected by a vertical line. Yun. And then, ito, from negative 1.34, tataas siya to positive 67.32. Ito is horizontal, so, connect natin to with a line. Yan. Okay, so yung i-connect natin 67.32 to negative 64.02, since ito is 0 degree, horizontal line, yung moment diagram natin will be first degree. So, connect natin yan using a line. Okay. Okay na yan. And then, ito rin. Oh, okay. So, next. Yung next point is ito. From E to F. Ito is second degree. Okay, second degree na to. Ito, second degree. So, kung yung shear diagram is second degree, yung third diagram o yung moment diagram will also be plus 1 yung degree niya. Okay? So, third degree na ngayon yung moment diagram natin. So, i-connect natin yan by a curve na ng degree is 3. Okay, so yun. So, ito na ngayon yung moment diagram natin. Ito is ang degree niya is 3. Okay, so yan na yung moment diagram niya. So, mas mabilis to actually kaysa sa equation. Kaya lang, depende sa loading. Pag meron kang trapezoidal load, minsan, yung moment diagram is mahirap i-drawing. Kaya mas maganda rin na alam mo yung equation using the shear and moment function. Okay, so yun. Okay, so himayin natin kung paano nakuha yung mga curvature. So ito lagi yung tanong ng students regarding sa kapag meron ka ng cubic or parabolic and cubic. So you have to understand yung meron tayong hierarchy of lines. Yes, yung order niya. Okay, yung order ng lines. Okay, so if the diagram is pag ganito, straight line, yung next diagram niya, succeeding, susunod dyan is a straight line. Okay, slant line. And then, the next will be parabolic. Okay, parabolic. And then yung next is cubic. Parabolic. And then yung last is cubic. So it's is 0, ito 1, then yung degree nito is second, and then ito is third. Okay, so ito yung order niya. Next, regarding sa curvature, let's say ito. Okay, ang ginagamit kong method kasi is yung zero slope. Okay, let's see. Ito, let's take a look at this shear. So, yung load diagram niya is straight. Okay, straight line. Ito yon. So, the next diagram, which is the shear, should be a line. Okay, yung degree niya. Kaya line lang to. And then, yung next diagram, which is the moment diagram, from 1 degree, magiging parabolic na siya, or 2 degree. Okay, paano ngayon yung curvature? So, let's say nandito, let's consider this point. Pag kinonsider natin yan, drawing ko lang dito. So, we have no problem with load. Ito yung sa shear. Okay, paano natin nakuha yung ganitong curvature? Kung drawing natin yung moment diagram, yung ginagawa ko is, dalawa kasi yung possible na magiging, ganun natin. Ito yung shear natin, let's say ito yung negative 20. Dalawa yung pwedeng curve kasi yan, kung ito yung moment diagram natin. Okay. Yung iba, pwedeng sabi nila, pwedeng ganito, curve pa rin naman kasi yan eh. Or yung correct, pag ganito. Yan. Sa dalawa, ano yung tama? Of course, itong yellow. Pero paano naging tama? So, ang ginagamit kong method is ito. Nyari, ito yung alam kong 0 yung value dyan. Okay? Kung 0 yan, 0 yung value dyan, yung curve ko dapat magta-tangent dito na point. Okay? So, kumbaga, ito ilipat ko ngayon dito. Ilipat ko yung point na yan dito. Now, I will create an imaginary line that will be parang align dito sa point na to, malapit dito. So, parang ilagay ko lang, let's say ito yung magiging line ko. Imaginary na lang yon, okay? So, although sa solution ko, di ko na nilalagay. Now, dapat, kung 0 yan, dapat yung curve ko magta-tangent dito sa ginawa kong imaginary line. Kaya magta-tangent kung tutuloy ko. Okay? Ano ba yung tangent? So, kung ito yung imaginary line, dapat magta-tangent yan. Ano ba yung tangent line? So, dapat matatouch niya, pero it will not intersect itong line na to. And it will not intersect. So, using that principle, ito, kung itong white, okay, kung ginamit natin itong white, from this point, o kanya ito, connect ko itong dalawa, itong point na to. Ito, kung 20, connect ko siya dito, ito yung ginawa kong imaginary line. Pag kinonect ko yan, mag-intersect siya doon. Hindi pwede. Pero kung itong yellow, ito, like ko, kung i-extend ko pa yan, magta-tangent siya dito. So, yon. Yon. Kaya, yung curvature mo, dito ngayon. Ganyan. Okay? Next. Wala tayong problema sa ganun. Itong mga ganun. Kasi line lang naman. Next, punta tayo. Dito naman, sa my point na to. Okay, consider natin yon. Paano naman pag ganun? So, second degree na yung curve. Pahin lang natin na point yon. Kunyari, ito yung shear diagram muna. So, lagyan natin ng value. Ano ba yung value? 24. Okay, nandito yung 0 ulit. Okay, nandiyan yung 0 value. So, ang gagawin ko sa moment diagram, yan. Dito ko i-draw yung moment diagram ko. Again, dito yung katapat ng 0. Again, gagawa ulit ako ng imaginary line dyan. Okay, imaginary line. And then sa imaginary line, pag i-connect kong itong point na to, meron ka kasing moment. Okay, meron tayong value. Yan, ito, saka ito. Meron tayong value doon na negative 64.02. So, i-connect ko itong dalawang point na to. So, yun. Ito yung 0 value. Gagawa ko ngayon ng imaginary line ko dito. Yan, imaginary line. Na pag kinonect ko itong dalawa, by a curve, dapat yung curve ko magta-tangent dito. Magta-tangent. So, paano ko gagawin yon? So, isa lang yung possible dyan. Okay, ito yung una, try natin kung ano yung tama. Okay, ito yung curve. Okay, curve kasi yan eh. Yan. Or, okay, anong sa dalawa yung mas tama? So, yung mas tama dyan is yung red. Yan. Kasi, pag kinunik yan, magta-tangent siya dito. Yun. Ito yung tama. Abanda ito, pag ito, ginamit mo kasi yung yellow, hindi siya magta-tangent dito na line sa ginawa mong imaginary line. Magsi-zero siya. Ay, mag-intersect siya. Paano naman pag ganito yung loading? Pag walang zero. Paano naman pag ganito? Paano pag ganito yung loading, sir? Yan. Let's say, ito yung load diagram. Say 20 ka mo na lang. Ito 10. And then yung shear diagram, let's say, lagyan lang natin ng values. Okay? Kunyari, ito yung using the analysis, ito yung magiging mga points mo. Okay? Say 30 to -10. Let's say, ito yung, although hindi ito yung mga correct values. Paano mo siya i-connect ngayon? Okay? Paano mo siya i-connect? Ngayon, ang gagawin mo is, ganun pa rin. You can apply yung 0 pa rin, yung 0 slope. Kukunin mo ngayon, kung saan siya magsi-0, dito. Okay, imaginary. And then, ipantay mo dun sa lalagyan mo ng curve. Okay? Yan pala, ito pa rin yung line mo. Yung imaginary line mo. Kapag kinonect mo tong dalawa, dapat yung curve mo magta-tangent dito na line pa rin. Magta-tangent. So, paano siya magta-tangent? Pag kinonect natin yan, yun, ganyan. Yun. Ganyan lang, okay? So, yun yung pag-determine ng curvature ng mga curve. Kaya tignan mo dito, nung kinonect natin to, nandito yung 0, nandito yung imaginary line mo yan. Dapat yung imaginary, yung pag kinonect mo tong dalawa, ito, is 2 points, ang curvature niya dapat magta-tangent sa ikagawin mong line. So, ganun lang yung method na ginagamit ko para ma-determine yung correct curvature ng curve when drawing the shear and moment diagram. Importante kasi yun, okay? Sa drawing ng shear and moment diagram.